Hello everyone, and for this week's blockchain technology of the week, we're going to look at two resources. We're going to look at Solidity, and we're going to look at a resource called State of the DApps. So in terms of Solidity, once you enter Solidity Ethereum into Google search engine, I want you to go to the top one here, and this will bring you to the following landing site. So why are we looking at Solidity? Well, it's an object-oriented high-level language for implementing smart contracts. As we've seen earlier, smart contracts are programs which govern the behavior of accounts within the Ethereum state. Solidity was influenced by C++, Python and JavaScript and is designed to target the Ethereum virtual machine. So if you have a background in C++ or Python and JavaScript, this language is kind of very hands-on and it's simple enough to kind of get your heads around. With Solidity, it's statically typed, supports inheritance, libraries, and complex user-defined types, among other features. I suppose the most important thing is here, with Solidity, you can create contracts for uses such as voting, crowdfunding, blind auctions, and multi-signature wallets. What I really love about this site, and I've practiced Solidity as well, and in order to really understand smart contracts, you really need to look at the code underpinning the smart contract and look at the syntax. And what I really love about this website, it's so there's so much information here. It starts out with the basics, works through medium to complex type of concepts then. And you can see here the contents. As you scroll down, it basically goes through the various elements that you need to acquire this concept of Solidity. Okay, so if we click into here, for example, we get an introduction into smart contracts. It starts off with a simple smart contract. It shows you the storage example, and it works through more complex versions of smart contract syntax. Okay, it even provides, the Ethereum view on what blockchain is, their view on transactions, blocks, and so on. And you can see here where the Ethereum virtual machine, there's further information on about the runtime environment for those smart contracts. Okay, so once you get your head around and you look what a smart contract is, the next thing to do would be to use or click onto installing the Solidity compiler. They do have elements which can be downloaded on Macs or Windows machine, but I'd recommend using Remix. This is kind of the environment for quickly learning Solidity. You don't need to install anything on Remix. So basically, if you want to access it, you click it here. Okay, and it's this online runtime environment where you can explore smart contracts and various elements and characteristics of properties of smart contracts. Okay, so let's go back here. Let's leave the runtime environment. Solidity also explore the virtual machine, the Ethereum virtual machine, and the Solidity platform. They supports a number of plugins which you can use and with the actual Ethereum virtual machine also, and you can get further information on that. Okay, so that's the Solidity programming language. It'd be really interesting, as I said, if you have time to kind of look at the syntax of how a smart contract is formed and so on. So, okay, that's stage one. You learn about smart contracts, you develop smart contracts, you become proficient in it. What's the end goal? Okay, if you become proficient in smart contract coding, you can create what's called a decentralized application, commonly referred to as a DApp. Okay. So I want to bring your attention to this website called stateofthedapps.com. And basically this is like you're going from a centralized world right into a new realm of decentralization. And all the apps on this platform are decentralized. Okay, you can explore the possibilities of various decentralized platforms such as Ethereum, EOS, Steam, and so on. Okay, and you can see all these platforms here. Once you've got your head around smart contracts and the ability to code, you yourself could create a DApp and submit the DApp for review on the platform. What I really love about this website, it spotlights various DApps that have come onto the market. This looks like a really cool DApp, where you can build a virtual world. You have rankings, so there's various categories of DApps. The gaming industry, very interesting. You should have a look at the finance industry, exchanges, and there's also all categories. And it even provides you of a list of recently added and a list of DApp collections, which are the hottest at the moment. Now, I really like the discover. So let's say, for example, you were interested in supply and chain tracking. So we enter in tracking. All of a sudden, you find a range of products which you can use to track items along your supply chain. Okay. So for example, here I've gone into Devery.io. It's a decentralized verification platform that enables marking and tracking over the Ethereum network. Allows manufacturers and brand retailers and any other party to assign unique signature to any products, services, or digital goods sold, issued, and traced online. Okay, so that's kind of an overview of some product that you could use along your supply chain. Now, if you go down here, you can see various information, the active users on it, the transactions that have occurred on it, the date it was submitted, and so on, and actually the author of it. Now, how do you use it? Well, some of these DApps will have a website which you can click into and you can actually find further information. And I'll provide an example of that later on. But for other apps, you kind of have to have a browser add-on. So they recommend this browser add-on, MetaMask. Okay. It brings Ethereum to your browser, and it's kind of an extension that you can add to Firefox, Chrome, or Brave. Okay, and basically, MetaMask is a bridge that allows you to visit the distributed web of tomorrow in your browser today. It allows you to run Ethereum DApps right in your browser without running a full Ethereum node. Okay. I'd highly recommend the Brave browser as well. Brave is kind of it's the future really in terms of the way we will interact with the internet. As the tagline is here, you deserve a better internet. So I've been using the Brave browser, and it's kind of faster, it's more secure, and I kind of value my privacy more around it. And if you want to read more about it, you can read it there. But going back to the state of the DApp, that's just an example. If you can enter anything you want here, supply chain, various DApps will come up. You can enter in medications. If you want to track, medical records, if you want to track medical items, if you want to set up crypto assets or tokens around medical assets, you can actually look into there. Okay. So that's the search function. If you want to look at the top DApps, what you can do here is you can see the top DApps currently on this or on the market. You categorize them by platform. You can Splinterlands, this is a collectible trading game. Category, how many users it's had in the last 24 hours, volume over 7 days, and you can see the user activity. Okay, and for example, if you want to look at the concept of smart contracts, let's go back here. Sorry, I clicked into that. Let's go back into Chainlink. Let's have a look. So in the previous one with Devio, we had to get an extension or a browser add-on, MetaMask. With this, you can visit the website. So basically, if you look at Chainlink here, it connects smart contracts to real-world data, events, and payments. So this is all about the development of APIs and sending payments to different platforms through Chainlink. So it's kind of the communication or the bridge to send payments to PayPal, Visa, MasterCard. So if you click into the website, you can read more about Chainlink. I highly recommend, before you use or look into any of these DApps, that you go to the documents section or because many of these companies will have a document section which contains the white paper. And before you use any of these products, please, and I highly recommend that you read the white paper of what this product is all about. Okay, so that's it. So today we looked at, Solidity and how Solidity is used on Ethereum to code smart contracts. These smart contracts can be used to develop DApps. We then looked at the state of the DApps platform, which kind of is really innovative and revolutionary in terms of looking at the various decentralized applications that are currently on the market. And when I first looked at this platform, there was only a handful of DApps on the market, but it's grown exponentially, and I'm really seeing fantastic innovative products that are coming on the market. So if someone tells you that blockchain, it's not really a thing, or decentralized applications not really a thing, you should direct them straight away to this website, stateoftheapps.com. Thank you.